Well, today is Tuesday. I think it's November the 11th. Man, I always forget to look at the calendar before I start my videos. But what I have here, these are Vitek and Rose of Sharon bushes that I've started in pots. And you can see some of these advanced into some quite a bit bigger pots, but some of those are still in Dixie cups. And at first, they were sitting out on a table, and I've been slowly selling them, but I've been waiting for them to get a little bit bigger. And well, cold weather's coming and it's supposed to get cold for several days, and I decided to put them up close to a tree, and I buried them in leaves. And then I came out here today to plant strawberry and raspberries and garlic, and I thought, man, I already dug this ditch down through here, why don't I just put them in this ditch and fill them up with dirt? So that's what I did. It took several loads in the four-wheeler trailer, but I just went down through here and planted them. Didn't plant them, I mean, you can see these are just leaves that I did have piled in there, but there's a Vitek bush right there, and I just pushed the dirt in around it, and hopefully we'll get 90% of them to survive. Now, there's a pretty big row right here, probably 75 foot long, and then I'll spin you around, walk down here. While I'm standing right here, I want to show you, I know this looks grown up, but I couldn't get in here and tear it up with a tiller because there's blackberry plants everywhere. And all these plants you see growing out on the ground here are blackberry plants. And this entire corner of my garden was all blackberries, and I put a fence in here. And I planted 25 blackberries. Well, it didn't take just a few months, and they were ginormous. And then after about 2 or 3 years of me not dealing with them, they just took over this corner. So I dug every one of them up and replanted them. I cut them all down to just knee high and replanted them. Well, these right here, even though I've tilled up this corner 2 or 3 times, these are still here. And what they've done, they've went and re-tipped theirself. Like you can see this one. Well, no, it didn't quite tip. That one didn't either, but this one did. I mean, it's in the ground and it's rooted. So it came from the main plant, and it feels like it might be rooted again right there. And it's tipped several times. All these have, and they're all in this tall grass. So I'm going to have to come down here and dig these again and see if I can get them all out of this area and put them in an area I can control. This out here is Hoobam clover, and it looked like it almost came up and started putting some little flowers on. I see something dying. That looks like maybe just leaves that's got frostbite already. But this is Hoobam clover that I planted out here, and it jumped right up there and did real well. Hopefully we'll see it come back up again next year. But there's Roxanne's little dog taking a whiz in my garden. Oh. But over here I planted, get through all these blackberries wrapped around my leg. I didn't plant these, but also I'm storing these Vitek plants here and all the way up through here you see. And then the rest of the way on up through there where you just see dirt, that's all raspberries. And then this row here, there's a couple of Vitek plants there, but that whole row there is all strawberries. Oh, scratch that. That is garlic. Whole row of garlic. And this is a whole row of strawberries. So we're going to see if all of these will root and everything will go good. I got all my okra standing there still drying, waiting to get the seed out of that. Some of it's still green. On the side of that is 3 big 75-foot rows of blackberries that are all tipped, and there's about another 15-20 foot of blackberries there that are all tipped that I need to dig up. But kind of got burned out on gardening. You can see all the banana peppers that went to waste. But I'll till those in for compost here in the garden and clean it up. And everywhere you see a T-post was a tomato bush, and they conked out pretty quick. But that's what's going on today. It's supposed to be maybe 45 degrees today. It's max. I'm getting ready to move some beehives, put them somewhere else so I can cut some trees down around where they're at right now, and that's what's going on with the garden. Got a lot of stuff in the ground, and hopefully it'll pop up and I can split it and split it and spread it and spread it. These strawberries should come out really good next year, and then they'll reroot and I'll have a big strawberry patch.